Now welcome back everybody to the channel. You guys always complain about me not being professional enough in my videos. You know, just messing around with the planes, never really flying them properly. Today, let's do a little bit of a challenge, actually. And the challenge is this plane right here, the 747. But this is not any 747. This is a 747-200. Yes, the 747-200 that came out in the 1960s, everybody. Yeah, great. You can kind of tell that this plane is extremely vintage by just looking at the livery and the airline, Trans World Airlines. Long dead, sadly. Yeah, this thing is not that much of a thing anymore. The 747-200 is also mostly retired as a plane in itself. And, well, yeah, it's from the 1960s. It is old, and you can definitely tell that, especially by the cockpit. Now, you know, there are no screens to be found here, for example. This is what the overhead panel looks like. But what scares the most is, of course, the engineering panel. Yes, the good old engineering panel indeed. Haha, my best friend. Yeah, this is one of these older style cockpits that used to be operated by 3 pilots, of course. The engineer, the captain, and of course the first officer. And today, we're gonna have a one boy band. Me operating the plane or something like that. The problem is, I've never seen this plane before. This is actually a brand new add-on plane as well. Yes, of course, we're flying this one today. Boeing 747-200 Classic. Came out yesterday. It costs $70, and it's worth it, I guess. I mean, every switch works. Which, I mean, maybe that could be also quite the scary part of this plane, am I right? So you know what, let's just go ahead and try to make a challenge. Starting up this plane, getting it safely flown out of Catalina Island Airport. And as you can see, I mean, only the runway itself is a challenge. This could be interesting. And you know, for today's video, I thought, how about we make this a little bit of a speed run challenge? Yeah, speed runs where gamers have video games and try to play them through in the shortest amount of time. Today we're going to do that, but only with starting up a 747-200. You know what? Starting up a plane, especially like this, is like cooking. Right? Most pilots use, you know, recipes like checklists, which tells you to do stuff like turn on the INS or something like that. And you know what? Cooking by recipe is too easy. Today I'm gonna try to start up the plane a little bit freestyle. Like, this is probably gonna be desperately going wrong. So yeah, let's maybe set a little bit of a stopwatch and see how fast we can get this plane lifted off. Anyway, let's start this. 3, 2, 1, let's go! Poor phone. Okay, so every plane has batteries that has to be turned on. Batteries. Battery. Turn on battery. And yes, we can see all our warning lights. Come on. Good sign, good start. Jesus Christ. Okay. Then, of course, you know, we're going to stay with the electricity part. We're going to start up the auxiliary power unit, which is here. Right? Yeah, APU. Start. Hope that's going to work. Yeah. There we go. Come on, just turn the hell on. There we go. Oh, yeah, finally. All right, that took a while. There we go. The RPM of the auxiliary power unit is coming on. The APU, if you don't know it, is the little engine that, you know, spins in the back at 100 rotations per minute to provide, you know, electricity for the aircraft. Auxiliary power. Yeah, what am I saying? Why am I explaining this even? I think most of you guys will know this. Let's go ahead and close that and run that There we go. Oh yeah, oh wow, that's a lot of lights right here. Yes, here we go. I love turning on the lights all the way here. Let's do that, come on. Nice, perfect. And that's already kind of half the deal. You know, let's go ahead and actually start this off by turning on the engines, because that's the most important part before we do anything else. All right, so how do I do that? So down here is, of course, the fuel controls. I think that one is looking fine. I turned it all on for the startup of the APU, right? So, does this work? Boost pump? All right, I think we're going to start with a boost. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, great. I think for the engine startup, we're going to head up to the overhead display. Oh, yeah, there we go. All right. Now, this is quite similar to most Boeing planes. Let's try to turn the start valve. I'm going to make sure that everything here is good. The APU bleed is there. This is very advanced. Too advanced for me, if I'm being... All right, let's just see. Maybe this is actually going to already work. All right, so I'm just going to turn this to ignition 1 and try to ground start the second engine. That hasn't worked. Yeah. Come on, let's try this again. Turn the hell on, please! Don't disappoint me, plane. Maybe we're gonna have to turn on the engine start levers. Seriously, I don't know what I'm doing. I mean, there's something wrong here with the bleed. Let's go ahead and open the fuel valves. Oh, God.
Starting engine 2.
Okay, I'm very glad to hear this voice. Valve open. Okay, valve open is actually what you really want to be seeing here with this plane. All right, can we see some spinning action going on? The second engine is spinning. We have spinach. Spinach, everybody. We have spinach. Okay, this is what we call professionalism. All right. So all it took was turning on the electricity systems and the fuel, and then turn on the ignition. Nice. Everyone has ever wanted to know to start out with a 747-200, that's how you do it. Let's go ahead and try this with, of course, the first engine as well. Valve is open, which is perfect. Start lever is also perfectly turned on. This is going to be easy. Let's maybe try to get some spinach going on here on the third and the fourth engine as well. Maybe we can start all of those engines at the same time. Does that work? Oh yes, it does work. Okay, now since this plane is starting up right now, let's go and use this time efficiently and turn on the hydraulic systems. Very important for flying, I think. So, air pump, auto. Set everything to auto. That's like the thing about flying. Just set everything to auto and it will probably work. There we go. We've got fuel running. We've got everything going. That's fine. Yes, we've got full power. We've got some real good spinach down here. Perfect. All right, so that's nice. Problem is, though, that we still haven't turned on the plane properly. The instruments are not running yet. So let me try doing that. Radio master. Okay, turn this on. Now the alignation of the inertial navigation system, which just turn the hell on, plane. Okay, set this to nav. Okay, I think this should be okay now. All right. Okay, so let's see some warnings. What do we have here? Anti-skid. Anti-skid. Maybe this has something to do with here. So yeah, we can see some warning lights here. Do we care? No. Okay, everybody. We've turned on the plane. Let's just see if we got controls. Yes, everybody. Now let's check the time. We've only taken around 9 minutes to fully start up the 747. So let's just take it for a little bit of a spin. Indeed. Let's give it some power and release the parking brake. That's all we need to do. Now, come on. Yes, look at this beautiful analog engines right here. Why aren't we moving? Oh, I still have the chocks in place. Can we get rid of that, please? Ground, remove chocks. Oh, yes. All right, now, let's go ahead and get rolling, everybody. Yes, 747 is off. Oh, but we do have a bit of a problem. I can't control the nose wheel. Uh-oh. Oh, no. I have to use this knob here to control it, I guess. There we go. That works too. Okay. The thing is, the 747 is, of course, quite a tough plane. So a little bit of, sand taxiing will not be any problem. All right, then, though. Let's go ahead and get those engines turned to a full power status. So let's maybe try to... Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, let's just stay on the taxiway and just see if we can just somehow take off. Like a bird. All right, a bit of an overrun of the taxiway. Yeah, that has not been particularly a very professional takeoff, but there we go. The beautiful tilted landing gear of the 747 is off the ground. All right, and to end this circle of life, circle of flight, damn, this plane is super loud from the outside. Let's maybe try attempting to land the plane. Oh my God, oh, don't fail on me. Come on. But normally the 747s are generally known and loved for being, actually quite easy planes to fly after all. So let's just give this a chance. Come on. 140 knots. We're coming down for this 1,000-meter long runway. Actually, barely 1,000 meters. Whoa, what was that sound, dude? That just implied a very hard landing. Let's maybe try to stop. Come on, plane. Okay. I think we've stopped, everybody. We have stopped our plane. Now our brakes are overheated, which I could imagine. I mean, that was quite a... Oh! You guys! The reverse thrust is so strong that it actually... There we go. We can just backtrack down the runway. Great. Nice. You know what? That was not smooth at all, but this very nicely tilted landing gear of the 747 made it look smooth anyway. I think that's gone very, very well. So another great, successful video on the channel, everybody. I've done a full flight professional. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. As always, good night.
Now thank you to my members here on YouTube like Block, Emite, Mubarak, Mike, Ethan, Darren, Stefan, Ian, Oman the Human, Rafael Brikowski, Junk in the Trunk, Moritz, Toby, Great Grandpa John, Government Pasta, Calamity Airlines, Kelly Chaos, New York, Tyler Park, Cheese Doritos, Shadow, Anime Planes 001, X-Men Show, Laird Deslama, featuring Kellen, Me By You, Captain Cameron, Spiro, Gary, Norwegian, Bajel, and Pyrology.